stack fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finish. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid. I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block.
Hi, and welcome to the first edition of the Jungle News. I'm Stephanie Roach.
And I'm Annie Steiner. On October 13th, a series of terrorist attacks were carried out in and around Paris, specifically around a concert hall, major stadium, and several restaurants and bars, leaving 129 dead and hundreds more wounded. ISIS claims responsibility for these attacks, which included mass shootings and suicide bombings. French President Hollande claimed this to be an act of war, and nations around the world offered aid in any way they could. A late start to the school year did nothing to dampen students' enthusiasm for fall sports. We have got coverage on football and cheer with Jamie, golf and soccer with Hannah, and volleyball and cross country with Rachel.
Football and cheerleading seasons came to a close Saturday, November 14th. The Tigers fell to Marion Local in the second round of playoffs, leaving their record at 9-3. Returning for the Tigers, junior Luke Woods has high hopes for next season.
I expect us to be great again and for everyone to get better and make playoffs well again.
The WLS football program has made winning a tradition with 5 playoff wins in the last 3 years. Senior Dusty Mail knows what it takes to make a successful season.
We worked really, really hard in the off season and during the season. We lift twice a week and we lifted 3 times a week during the summer.
After 4 years of hard work and dedication, 11 seniors raised the standards for the WLS football program. Coach Andy McGill will miss the group of 11.
They are, oh man, they are a great group. They're just, their personalities are hilarious. You know, and this, their desire to win. That's what I'm going to miss. Their personalities and desire to win.
The WLS varsity cheerleading squad has completed 1,180 push-ups this season. Competing at OHCs was also a highlight for the girls. Junior Tori Secor enjoyed the experience.
We just get together to do like a big competition, and we got 5th for our fight song this year.
Varsity football and cheerleading end the year with high hopes for next season. This has been Jamie Peterson reporting for the Jungle News. In 2015, the Liberty Salem golf, boys and girls soccer completed half of their seasons before the school year started. The golf team finished with a 4-10 record in the league play. They missed moving to districts by 9 strokes and finished 6th. Mr. Lichty's most improved player was Max Eggleston. Sophomore Bryce Ward was motivated by the leadership on the team.
They kept me going was probably the most things. Kept me trying my hardest to get like my best score.
The boys soccer team finished with an overall record of 8-4. They had a 7-0 win against Senior Christian in the tournament and finished 3rd in OHC. Senior Damon Walters helped contribute to the success.
That's probably me. I was probably the best player. I contributed the most because I'm just the best there's ever been, and that's about it. Go Tigers.
The girls soccer team finished with an overall record of 17-2. They won 4-1 against Northwestern in the sectional tournament. The girls team also won their 2nd consecutive OHC title. Senior Madison Alker was proud of the girls' effort in their final game.
Our standout moment from the year was probably our last game against Baden. They were back-to-back state champs for Division III, and we held them to, it was 0-0 going into halftime, and coming as a small school, going against back-to-back state champs, it's probably one of the best games we've played.
As the season concluded, it was a big year for the girls soccer team. Mr. Cottrell was Miami Valley Coach of the Year. This has been Hannah reporting for the Jungle News.
The WLS volleyball, girls cross country, and boys cross country all ended the 2015 fall season with an OHC title. The volleyball team had an OHC record of 19-5 this season, with one of the toughest wins being against Southeastern. Senior Jamie Peterson couldn't have done it without the support from the Jungle. The team shared the OHC title on October 24th with their biggest rival, Southeastern. Junior Kelby Strapp thinks it will be tough losing Jamie Peterson and has seen her as an inspiration. The girls' cross-country team ended the season by making it into regionals, winning the OHC title, and one of the runners making it to state. Senior Madison Woodruff has high hopes for next season's runners.
I think the team has a really good chance of making it to state, and if not, then a lot of individuals I think will excel.
The 2015 boys cross-country season also made it into regionals and won OHCs at Cedarville for the 7th year in a row. Senior Joey Adams went to state placing 15th overall, which was a good end to his final season.
For me personally, probably running at the state meet again as a senior and just being in that atmosphere.
This has been Rachel Bowman reporting for the Jungle News.
Various opponents rallied on Monday, November the 16th, to oppose President Obama's plan to accept around 10,000 Syrian refugees fleeing war. Over half the state's governors, 27 in all, plan to fight the president over this decision, fearing it will make the U.S. more vulnerable to terrorist attacks. Although they lack the right to refuse refugees, they can make cooperation difficult.
A mosque was vandalized Monday, November the 16th in Pflugerville, Texas. Quran pages covered in feces had been stuck to the walls. It may possibly be related to the Paris attacks, as its board members said nothing like this hate crime has ever happened to them before. It cost an estimated $150 to clean up, and flowers from supporters of the mosque soon replaced the vandalism. Coming back with another season of melodic melodies and flashing flags is the Band and Flag Corps. Here's Taylor with the story.
The 2015 fall football season was a busy time for the WLS marching band, flags, and majorettes. Mr. Fannin, along with 12 seniors, one being field commander Cameron Duncan, led all of them both on and off the field. The band performed a total of 4 different shows with various songs such as Centuries by Fall Out Boy and songs from the Blues Brothers. Freshman Jillian Kirkham feels her first marching band season was an overall success thanks to the strong senior leaders.
Well, we had certain seniors who used their experience from past and was like, so we've had mistakes like this before and we're working to fix them, and then they would help us fix it so it didn't happen this year.
Along with the band, the Flag Girls felt they had a great season. With the help of a new advisor and a strong senior captain, the Flags were able to perfect their routines. Out of all the shows they performed, senior captain Anna Buck felt that the senior showcase stood out the most overall.
Our senior year we used purple flags, and we had, instead of using them for one song, we used them for 2 songs, and we stayed up front for the last 2 songs, and that was a lot of fun because we all had our special feature in the song.
With the season coming to a close, the seniors enjoy reflecting back on all the good memories that they have accumulated. Tyler Pratt, a senior and longtime band member, felt that in order to have an equally great season next year, the band would have to work together and stay positive.
Stick it out through the whole season. Keep your head up. Don't fight or anything. You're one band, one team. You're only as strong as the weakest link.
As the band wraps up their season, they look forward to their performance in Disney World. This has been Taylor Levan reporting for the Jungle News.
The National Honor Society will be holding its annual blood drive on Monday, December 7th from 8 to 12. After being unable to do it last year because of missed school and nasty weather, the NHS is hoping for a great turnout this year. The requirements for donation are a form of consent from a parent no matter the student's age and healthy blood. Students will not receive a time slot until their form is brought in. Mrs. Neer and Mrs. Roberts highly encourage everyone to give blood.
The FFA lock-in was held Tuesday, November the 24th through the morning of the 25th. FFA does these lock-ins to promote vocational agriculture and as team building and bonding exercises. Overnight, they had ag lessons and had a speaker to teach about agriculture in general.
What's flashy, dancy, and comes in the fall? I don't know, but it's sure bringing a lot of school spirit. Here's Grace breaking it down with the story of homecoming.
This year's homecoming took place the weekend of October 22nd through the 24th. The homecoming parade was on Thursday, the pep rally and football game were on Friday, and the dance took place Saturday evening. The annual homecoming dance was hosted by this year's senior class and student council members. Senior Joey Adams felt humbled that the student body chose him to be this year's homecoming king.
It felt really good because I was like, man, there's a lot of people in the senior class as far as guys that really deserve to be on court, so when I was one of the people who got on, it felt really good.
This year's underclassmen attendants were freshman Gabby Holler, sophomore Mallory Cottle, and junior Katie Hartzell. The senior Queen and King candidates were Leah Cole, Joey Adams, Blake Cups and Trevor Anderson, Taylor Levan and Brad Burt, Abby Stewart and Dusty Mayo, Madison Woodruff, and Caleb White. For Blake Cups, her favorite moment was the whole ceremony.
Walking down the field and realizing that this is my last year and everything has led up to this, and it was just a great night.
The conclusion of the weekend was attended by over 200 students who danced to hit songs such as Hit the Quan and All of Me. One of Taylor Ano's favorite memories was being with her friends at the homecoming dance.
When I had to teach Leah Cole and Katie Hartzell and Sarah Painter how to hit the Quan.
This year's homecoming dance was a hit with the student body, who enjoyed the decorations and Mr. Lamb's mad DJing skills. This is Grace Busher reporting for the Jungle News.
Do you get dehydrated when you're balling with your friends? Yes. Drink water.
Not even dehydrated anymore.
Water may cause addiction, frequent urination, bedwetting, lung growth, and extreme cases flooding.
The NHS induction ceremony will be held on Friday, December 11th to accept its new members and celebrate older members as a new chapter is opened up and the ceremonial torch is passed down once again. The ceremony will be held in the cafetorium, where a number of speeches will be given in honor of 31 new members, with the theme being Disney's Up. Adventure is out there. Advisors Mrs. Roberts and Mrs. Neer are excited for this year, as its numbers are much larger than last year.
On December 16th, the Fighting Tiger Band will be leaving for its traditional Disney trip. Every 4 years, the band takes a 5-day trip to Disney World to march in one of Disney's famous day parades. The drive will take 2 buses and over 16 hours of driving, but the over 40 members of the band are excited to go and be a Disney employee for a day.
Somewhere over the rainbow, the Drama Club's 4th production went wonderfully. Here's Ross at the end of the Yellow Brick Road.
The WLS Drama Club put on their annual fall play November 12th through the 14th. They performed The Wizard of Oz in the school cafetorium. Caleb White played the Cowardly Lion in the play. Being yelled at by the Wicked Witch was one of his favorite scenes.
Probably doing the shows with everybody, because it was like a lot of work for 3 nights, and they came together really well.
The story follows 4 unlikely friends and a dog named Toto through their journey to the Emerald City. Leah Cole thought the play was very good this year. She caught herself laughing many times throughout the performance.
My favorite part was definitely Toto, Taylor Ano. She was really good. And the witch, she was really good. Her laugh was awesome.
There were 25 actors in the play, not including the crew behind the scenes. Nicole Booker was the Wicked Witch in this year's fall play. She had experience in the past performing in last year's productions.
This was my first big actual role for the play, so I figured, go above and beyond. I dyed my hair for the part. I became really dedicated, and I figured, this might be my only time that I ever actually get a chance to have a big role and have fun with it.
Not only did the characters put in hard work, but it also took a lot of preparation. It took about 30 minutes for the actors to do their hair and makeup before the play. 2 of Jamie Peterson's favorite characters were the Cowardly Lion and the Wicked Witch.
The turnout was really good. There was a lot of people there, and they did a really good job of portraying the story of Wizard of Oz.
This year's fall play has been another memorable event for the students in the Drama Club. This has been Ross Kelly reporting for the Jungle News.
I listen to Christmas music almost every day, and I love it. I love Christmas.
I came home for one weekend and there were lights and garland in my living room, and I did not enjoy it at all, and I don't think Christmas music should be played before December 15th.
One of my neighbors has a wreath on every window at her house, and it just annoys me because it makes all the other houses look so unfestive.
When I was little, my mom always didn't like it that much, and she kind of drilled it into my head that it's not a good thing, and she doesn't like it one bit.
I feel like these people are evil because every time my grandma's driving down 68, I feel like they have a spotlight on our car, and we can't see half the time. We run into half the trees on 68.
The music's the thing that really gets me. I hate the Christmas music before Thanksgiving, as you're walking through Walmart and you're hearing jingle bells. I just want to kick the little kids' teeth in that walk by. They're like singing along. I just
Me and Dalton Randall seriously take offense to it, and I think all Christmas decorations should be taken down this year because it is very inconsiderate.
You need to focus on the turkey. All right, focus on the turkey. Give the turkey at least a day, a weekend, something. It did an awful lot for you and me. It died.
Thank you for turning your eyes to the television and allowing us to devour several minutes of your short and diminishing life. I'm Annie Roach.
And I'm Stephanie Steiner.
And now, the weather.